Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon, everyone, or shall I say good morning, good evening, or good day to the rest of the world. So, welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. Yours truly, once again, Francois is your pageant correspondent. We are live simultaneously on Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification. And of course, do follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later, for our to our guest rather, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. All right. So this episode is being brought to us by Celebrity, a, cel- a celebration of tea of a lifetime. I am pretty sure that you are all excited to meet our guest. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you our guest.
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Ako si Misty Miles Jude Astillero Zaragoza. I am a Bachelor of Physical Education major. Something unique about me is that I used to join karate when I was a little kid, and as I grew older, I realized that my true passion is dancing, which is why I'm part of an organization, a cultural organization, which is called Kaapit Sayaw. I've been there for 8 years already, and I'm a lover of life. I love seeking new adventure, meeting new people, and seeing new places, which is why I believe I am in this Miss Universe Philippines journey, because I get to meet new people, see new places, and hopefully get to know more about myself. Kaya, kamong tanan, ubanay ko ani nga pinakanindot nga journey. Tara, mag-uban ta.
So, all right, guys, please do help me welcome our guest with a virtual applause, the pride of Cananga Leyte, Misty Miles Zaragoza. Hello.
Hi! Good afternoon,
Yes.
everyone!
All right. Hello. Good afternoon to you, Misty. So, how are you doing, Misty?
I'm feeling really great, even despite the busy schedule. I'm having fun.
That's good to hear, huh? That despite of the busy schedules that you
Yes.
guys have, that you guys are preparing for the challenges, yeah, it's good to hear that you are enjoying it, right?
Oo, syempre naman, because this is a very once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and I'm so happy I get to experience this.
Hmm. Nice. So, Missy, the intro a while back was just very short,
Uh,
and of course, the viewers right now would definitely want to the viewers right rather the viewers right now would definitely want to know more about you. So,
mhm.
who is Misty Miles Zaragoza? Aside from what you have already mentioned, what are something interesting facts that we should know more about you?
So I am Misty Miles Jude Astillero Zaragoza. My Jude
Mhm.
is derived from Saint Jude, the patron saint of the impossible. So yes, dyan galing ang
Mm.
pangalan ko. And Miles is from my tatay Milo. So hence Misty Miles Jude. Quite a long name. And I love to
Mhm.
swim. Yes,
Mhm.
makikita niyo siguro sa skin color ko. I
Mhm.
really love to be under the sun. I like the beach. And yes, I've been a dancer, and ultimately, I'm also an avid ukay-ukay lover.
Mm. Diba? That's nice.
Yes, on my free time, I like to go on to ukay-ukay shops because it's
Mhm.
sustainable, very cheap. So why not?
Exactly. And the brand are definitely or the quality are
Yes,
definitely
it's not
good.
bad.
Mhm.
It's very
Diba?
good ba, and it's there. So why not?
Mhm.
Why not buy them?
'Di ba? And why don't wear them, 'di ba? When
Uh-huh.
they're looking good and quality wise, 'di ba?
Yep. Quality wise,
Mhm.
yeah, very great pa naman.
Mhm. Yes, that's right. So, why should we deny that? Di
Kaya nga.
ba? Ayun. Anyways, hindi lang naman ikaw ang ukay-ukay girl, syempre.
Oo.
Alright, so, and have you been working, Misty, by the way?
Yes, I'm currently in the mayor's office of LGU Kananga, and I'm working there as a JO. And still, I'm also a physical education student naman.
Oh, so working student in a way.
Yes, yes, in a way. Because, it's another way of income, and it's great experience considering that I'm taking up education and I'll have some office works and a lot more pa.
Mhm. Wow. Anyways, before we go further, let us just greet our viewers. Hi, Rich Bueles Adriano. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, Rich!
Hi, Lee Canieso. Is it right? Canieso? Yeah.
Oo,
Good
parang kanya. Yes.
afternoon. And Brian Jade Port Portaliza Gorillo.
Hi, Ryan.
Ayon.
Hi, PJ.
Hi. Mm-mm. Maria Teresa Labastida Yanag. Oh my God, that's too
Ano nga ba?
long. Oh my God. And Gwen Sanitnap. Tama ba Sanitnap or Pantinas?
Pon- Pontinos.
Pontinos.
Oo.
Oh my God, anong pinagagawa nyo ha? Malabo ang mata ko. Hi, Wayne Lynn Naira. Fresa Roca. Tama? Rocha. Ha?
Rocha. Oo. Hi, Fresha.
Rocha Calatrava. Ayan. And Jan Andy Bacpol. And of course, Lloyd Jesse Malingin Susan. Thank you guys for watching. All right. So once again, guys, if you have any questions later
Yeah.
ha, yan, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below. However, for now, let's get to know more about Misty. Siyempre, siguro kayong mga nanonood ngayon, kilalang kilala niyo siya, pero ako hindi ko pa siya kilala. Charot. Ayan. Anyways, so you mentioned that you are currently studying physical education, right?
Mhm. Yes po.
This is gonna be for teaching, becoming a
Huh?
teacher. So
Yes.
this is gonna be for becoming a teacher.
Yes, a PE teacher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it already an independent course as BS Physical Education, something like that?
Yes. Opo, independent
Really?
siya.
Ay,
BS,
bongga.
we're currently called BPED, Bachelor of Physical Education.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, ang bongga naman nun ha. Kasi it used to be part of general talaga siya eh.
Yes.
Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in. Ganun
Opo.
siya.
MAPE po yun po before. MAPE.
Oo. Oh my God. Ang galing naman. So
Yes, it's great.
why physical education?
Because I've been dancing for 8 years since I was in first year high school. So why
Mm-mm.
not put on that knowledge and be able to share that to other students who might be in need of that knowledge. So physical
Mm-hmm.
education, I think, is the best mode for me to be able to do that.
Wow, grabe naman. So, sample tayo dyan dahil sinabi mo na sumasayaw ka. Charot!
Actually, I'm a cultural dancer, so it's hard to recreate dances without the props because historical dances like singkil, tinikling.
Absolutely.
So,
Folk
and
dances,
yes,
yeah.
in the next
Uh-huh.
session natin, pwede magdala ko ng bamboo kung gusto mo.
Grabe, masyadong ano yun, masyadong ma-effort yun kasi kailangan ng ano doon, DSL camera, ganyan. 'Di
Kailangan din ng
ba?
classes.
True. 'Di ba? Pero of course, we won't be talking more about that anymore. And you also mentioned that you're working at the mayor's office.
Yes,
JO, what does it mean by JO?
I'm now a job order, pero it was kind of a summer thing kasi may mga summer jobs sila dito sa
Mm-mm.
Penanga LGU, and another kind of income naman as long as wala pa
Mm-mm.
naman ginagawa sa classes, wala
Mm-mm.
pang wala pa nag-start yung classes, kaya yun.
Mm-mm.
Pero nasa admin na.
I see. So parang mga ano, tumutulong sa ano, parang
Yes.
admin assistants, ganun.
Oo, especially in the tourism
Mm.
sector kasi 'di ba I am the currently Miss Kananga. So, ang laki ng
Oo.
naitutulong ko in terms sa tourism ng Kananga. So, pag may
Mm.
events, yun, dun ako na ilalagay.
Oh, perfect, 'di ba? At saka nga sa gandang 'yan, 'di ba? Alangan namang itatago 'yan, 'di ba?
Kaya hi din sa
Mm.
mga tourism sector dito sa Kananga. Hello, hello, hello to our tourism
Yeah.
officer, Miss April Tanueco. Sa province natin, sa Leyte. Hello sa inyong lahat.
Ayun. Thank you so much. Hello Leyte. Ayan. Anong tawag sa inyo mga Leyte?
Leyteños and Leyteñas.
Leyteños. Hello
Mhm.
Leyteños and Leyteñas.
Yes.
And paano kapag ka mga LGBT? Charot.
Parang pumili sila. It's in preference.
Paano kapag LGBT? O wala sila sa Leyteño and Leyteña, di ba? Well,
Oo.
identity. Of course,
Oo,
yung
it's in
preference
preference.
nila, di ba?
Siyempre.
Gino-joke ko lang kayo, ha? Andiyan pa naman sila, baka mamaya biglang mawala tong ano, live, no? Anyways, anyways. So how old are you now, if I may ask? I know it's rude to ask your age, di ba? But
Okay lang naman.
but seemingly that you're still studying, seemingly that you're still studying, you're a student, right? How old are you, by the way?
I'm now 21 years old. I was,
Oh, so
yes,
what
at
year are
least
you?
20. Huh?
What year are you?
Second year.
Oh,
Second year
second
college.
year. Oh,
My
malapit nang
senior high time.
gumraduate.
Malapit na in God's grace.
Ayun. And speaking of being Miss Kananga, so aside from
Mhm.
Miss Kananga, what other pageants that you have already joined?
Well, I've joined some pageants na in local municipalities, and
Mm-mm.
the first pageant that I actually joined was in 2016. I was just 16 noon. It was a school pageant, the Miss PIT. So yun,
Mm-mm.
I won. I was representing high school that time, and by God's
Mm-mm.
grace, I won. And kaya yun, doon na nag-start na makasali ako ng pageants, like Miss Kananga.
Mm-mm. Napakalakas mo kay St. Jude, 'di ba?
Oh,
Oh, 'di ba? St. Jude, 'di ba? St. Jude, the
Mhm.
the saint for the ano nga ba 'yun?
Impossible.
Desperate. For the desperate,
Famous.
'di ba? For the
Dun, may kapit ako dun.
for the saint for the hopeless and desperate. 'Yon. Diba?
Kaya
Oh.
nga sabi nila, patron saint of the impossible kasi kaya niya. Kasi pag kumapit niya.
Bakit kay St. Jude?
My parents actually wanted saints in our names. My sister is Mary Melorion, hindi na yun saint. Si Mama Mary na talaga yun. So, mas
Oh, Saint
lamang yun.
yun. Saint pa rin siya.
Yes. Pero, feeling ko mas favorite siya. Charing. Pero, that was the first thing that came into my nanay's mind because, wala. And yung lola ko kasi, from the other side is June. And from the other
Mhm.
side is Dedekasyon. So, Jude.
Okay. Ganun na
Yes.
rin. May ano na rin siya.
Oo,
May
may connection na doon
related
sila
yun.
para walang magtampo in case na yung isa lang
Mm-mm.
yung ipapangalan.
Kaya pala. Now, let me ask, why did you choose to join Miss Universe Philippines? And it is pandemic time.
Mhm. Because I don't think any pandemic should stop Leyte from being in the spotlight. It's high time that the Leyte be known in the national stage, you know? Hindi siya masyado nag-iingay in terms of this. And I like to bring tourism into this kind of, Leyte tourism into this kind of spotlight because why not? It could help the Leyteños. It really, now is really the time to give Leyte the chance to be shown to the Philippines.
Wow, iba rin. May tanong can you tell us how many crowns you had taken home already? Yeah.
Um, I actually have
Mm-mm.
four, ganun. I'm not sure. Parang apat
4
yata.
crowns.
Yes, the Miss PIT, Miss Kananga, Miss Lawig,
Oo.
Miss Alang-Alang, Miss Naval, yun, five.
Oo. Yeah. Parang napansin ko lang, you had taken home po yung proper po dyan, hindi took home. Sorry po, Miss Miguel Mache. Taken po yun, past principal. Ayun. Ayun. Anyways, pasensya.
Naintindihan naman natin at least.
Ah,
As long
of
as the
course
message is
naman.
clear,
The
yes.
message is clear naman po. Pero
Very
syempre,
clear.
for the benefit of the rest naman po of our viewers, baka mamaya gagayahin, mali po yun. Anyways, pasensya. Sorry ha, naging nasi ako doon. Anyways, we really wanted to get to know more about you. So
Hmm?
we are going to do this very, very, you know, viral challenge. It's a
Ay,
trending challenge. Yes. Have you
let's go.
ever had? Are you ready?
Okay. Ready.
So
Born
simple
ready.
lang naman ha. Siyempre, have you ever had then of course it could be answerable with a yes or no,
Uh-huh.
or
Not.
have you had or have you not, 'di ba?
Mhm.
However, you have to explain why. Why did it happen? How did it happen? Something like that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay, so let's start it with, have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned that I've danced, diba? So when I
Oo.
was in senior high, I was a representative of our cluster of
Mm-mm.
standard dancing. And I didn't have the
Mm-mm.
right shoes for that. It required a different type of shoes. Yung dapat closed and
Mm-mm.
soft to be able to dance properly. And I didn't have that. So ayun, nanghiram lang ako sa organization namin. But unfortunately, they only had a smaller size. Parang dalawang
Oo.
sizes smaller than my size. So yun, inilaban ko and after the show, oh my God, yung paa ko puro dugo.
Oh
My
my God.
toes got scratched with the shoes and of course kasi nga nag-interlap na yung nails and then so ayun, messy siya pagtanggal. Pero while dancing, I did not feel anything because of course of the adrenaline rush.
Adrenaline, yeah. Oo.
Yes. And
Oh my
after
God.
that, dun ko
Oo.
na, shucks, hindi na ako makalakad. Pero
Shucks.
yes, it was worth it naman because we won that time. So very, very worth it.
Oh my God, kahit na siguro nanalo ako nun, hindi ko yun maano talaga. Hindi ko matatanggap na ganun ka sa.
Oh.
Paano nangyari na ano, na maliit yung shoes?
Because ano yun, it was from our organization in the school and most of my workmates have small sizes. And
Mm-mm.
ako, ang laki ng paa ko. And it was too late to buy another pair of shoes because you have to order that. Kaya yun,
Mm-mm.
hinapan ko na.
Oh my
Kasi
God, nakakaloka yun.
ito naman, late niya ako, di ba? Lalaban kahit anong mangyari.
Di ba? Iba rin. Sana all ganon, di ba? Pero naloka talaga ako doon ha kasi naging bloody na after di ba? So
Oh,
ayun. Anyways, let's proceed na lang. Ayun. Have you ever had snack out from home?
no. Because my parents are quite not that strict naman. They allow me to
Oo.
go out as long as I ask for permission. So, no
Oo.
need to sneak out kasi I ask for permission naman. And they allow me as long as they know it's safe. Alam nila kung sino kasama ko. Ganun.
Mm-mm.
Cool na ganun yung parents ko kasi at least I get to explore more without being
Mm-mm.
afraid na baka pag-uwi ko mapapagalitan ako, baka pag-uwi ko ganito,
Mm-mm.
ganyan. Wala naman sa akin yan. Kaya yun, thank you nanay, tatay.
At least my trust. Diba?
Yes, yes, yan talaga.
Ayun. Thank you. Maganda yung ganun yung yung tawag dito, pinagkakatiwalaan ka ng parents mo. But you don't
Oo.
have to alam mo yon to destroy the trust as well, di
Oo,
ba?
yun lang din naman.
Don't mess up with them.
Wag mo sirain.
Oo, oo. Okay, let's proceed. Misty, have you
Yes?
ever had wish to be a boy?
Oh, yeah. Especially when I'm
Talaga?
having dysmenorrhea.
Oo, talaga.
This is something na I always kind of think sometimes na what if naging lalaki na lang ako when I'm in pain, grabe yung sakit, hindi ko talaga ma-explain but whenever kasi I have a very bad case of dysmenorrhea, oh my god,
Dysmenorrhea.
dysmenorrhea,
Oh,
sorry, dysmenorrhea
kaloka.
yun, oo. So every time my period, ganun,
Mm-mm.
masakit talaga siya, as in, ang sakit-sakit na hindi ako nakakabangon. But,
Mm-mm.
take painkillers, gano'n, continue with the day. But then, naiisip ko talaga na, what if kaya lalaki ako, wala ako nitong mga dysmenorrhea na ganito.
Di ba? Walang
Yeah.
mga ganung walang ganung mga seasons ang
Oo.
di ba? Oo.
Oo, talaga. Yun talaga parang naiinggit ako sa
Sa
sana
mga
all
lalaki.
walang dysmenorrhea. Aside from uncomfortable sa period, may
Mm-mm.
stomach pain talaga.
Oh, see. Kaya siguro maraming gustong mas maging lalaki kaysa sa
Pero it's also being a girl, being a woman, to be able to nurture and have, the empowerment of becoming a woman, ang ganda talaga ng feeling din yan. Kaya hindi ko to ipagpapalit kahit sa anong
Absolutely.
bagay na yan.
Of
Mhm.
course.
Pero minsan naiisip ko lang, what if?
Wish lang naman di ba?
Oo, wish lang naman siya.
Hey. All right. So, have you ever had a crush on your instructor or professor?
No. So far, none. Kasi,
Talaga?
parang I hold different kind of respect with them. So,
Mm-hmm.
parang I can see them as someone I can be attracted to. Pero I don't judge naman anyone who seems attracted to professors because of course they have the profession, they look
Mm-hmm.
good, parang ganun. May mga tao talagang ganyan yung type. Pero ako, lalo na pag na-under ako, hindi
Mm-hmm.
ako masyadong na-attract.
Perfect. Diba? Ito naman, have you ever had worn your sister's clothes or sister's dress?
Yes, a lot of time. And she has worn mine as well. Kaya
There's
nga
no
ngayon,
fight?
ah, minsan, lalo na pag at the same time, gusto namin suoton yung same shirt. Ganun,
Oo.
akin yan. Hindi naman ako una kumuha. Pero akin pa rin yan. Ganun. Just the petty fights. Pero
Oo.
ngayon, yung ano nga namin, yung cabinet is, iisa na lang kami. Kasi at the end of the day, pupunta din naman ako sa kwarto niya, kukuha ng damit niya, pupunta din siya sa kwarto ko.
Diba? But that's very normal in siblings.
Naman.
Ayan. Have you ever had sold any of your pre-loved items?
Yes, I have. A lot
You
of my,
do?
kasi nga, di ba, I mentioned na I like to do ukay-ukay. And then, I have, pag madami na akong naibibili, na ipapasok sa bahay na damit, para naisip ko, dapat naglalabas din ako. Para hindi siya masyadong
Oo.
clutter. So, kung ilan yung pinapasok ko, at least half ng number nun, ibibigay or ibebenta ko na.
Ay,
Tapos,
ang perfect.
lalo na yung mga
Mm.
stagnant na sa cabinet. May rule yung
Mm.
nanay ko na pag 3 months mo nang hindi nagagamit, pag 3 months na hindi nagagamit, hindi na yun sa'yo.
Ganun ba? Napakaikli naman nun. Napakaikli naman. Kasi
Kaya,
ang alam kong rule niyan is if 2 years hindi mo na nagagamit ang isang
ah,
damit, oo,
so yun iba lang
that
pala ng
means you
nanay
have to
ko.
let go.
Oo, yan.
Ganon.
Pero yun iba lang pala ng nanay ko, sabi niya 3 months. Kaya yun pala din nasa isip ko 3 months. Nanay, watching this 2 years yun, 2 years.
2 years daw. Kung hindi mo na nagagamit ang isang damit or anything bagay na meron ka, within 2 years hindi mo siya nagamit, you have to let go na.
Oh, that's no longer
Ganon.
yours.
It's not no longer yours naman. Kaya lang, parang kasi ano pa't nandun siya for 2 years kung hindi mo rin
Oo.
naman siya ginagamit. Kasi that simply means na hindi mo talaga siya kailangan.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. Yun siya. Yun yung pagkakaalam ko doon. Ayun. All right, moving forward. Mhm. Misty, have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend?
No, mostly of my best friends are girls naman, and I don't attract at my same sex. So,
You,
okay, my best friends are all good. At feeling ko naman, if there's any a chance na I get to have a boy best friend, I don't think I'd fall in love with them because yun nga, I hold a different kind of respect. There's
Pat-
that platonic friendship na
Mhm.
gusto kong i-uphold palagi.
Mhm. Platonic, filial, mga ganyan.
Yes. Pero hindi natin alam. Ayoko
Diba?
magsalita na tapos. Yes.
How about, have you ever had eaten a chicken intestine or isaw or anything Pinoy street foods?
I have. I love them. Pag umuwi ako, kahit saan-saan nga ako street foods kumakain eh. Kaya,
Yeah!
eh,
Joke!
okay naman siya. Pero ako naman, hindi naman talaga ako mapili sa food. Kaya, kahit okay lang ako.
Yeah, ako din naman. Gusto ko ang isaw, Betamax.
Isaw.
Ganon.
Oh,
Alam mo ang Betamax?
yung dugo na bigas tapos i-barbecue siya.
Binarbecue. Ayun.
Oho.
Sarap.
May nga dito, yung ginabot, yung chicharong bulaklak. Yan, ginabot yan.
Sarap yun.
Oo, ang sarap niyan.
Meron pang ganito, oh. Ayan.
Ay, wag. Nagda-diet ako, sir.
Buchi. Charot. Diba? Charot lang. Diba? Kaya ganito, malaki. Ganon. Tapos, ayun. Let's move forward. Have you ever had too much fun at a party, Misty?
Yes, I have. A lot of times. I'd like to believe na na-enjoy ko naman lahat ng mga parties na napupuntahan ko mostly. And kasi feeling ko na-enjoy ko siya because I pick naman the places that I go to, the parties that I go to. So, ako pa rin yung nag-enjoy at the end of the day. Pero pag feeling ko hindi ako comfortable dito, ayaw na, wag na. Hindi ko na ipipilit.
Paano kapag niyaya ka ng mga party for senior citizens?
Ay, okay lang. I love my lola and lolo.
Pero puro lolo sila na mayayaman. Joke. All right. Have you ever tried cutting classes?
Yes, I have. Controversial. It's not controversial, pero yes, I have because I had prior to my high school days, we used to go on shows na parang umaabot ng 12 a.m. yung mga dances and performances na the next day parang hindi na ako makakabangon, hindi ko talaga kayang pumasok. Kaya matutulog na lang muna ako. Next subject na lang. Or sa hapon na lang ako papasok. Pero yes, I've had my times naman na hindi ako pumapasok.
Oh my God.
Sorry sa mga professors.
But guys, hindi yun ano ha, hindi yun advisable.
Yes,
Yeah.
don't follow me. Yes, don't follow me talaga.
Mm.
Little girls and children and boys out there na nakikinig, don't follow me na uma-absent.
Eh? Ayun. So, yun guys. Pero, of course, it's a nice experience din naman. Ganyan. Especially kapag ka, alam mo yon you're doing it with your friends. Ganyan.
I've had
Yeah,
quite
oo.
the experience naman na
Oo.
especially with my shows, with my cultural
Mm.
shows. Tapos, pag yun nga, pag hindi na kaya kinabukasan, I take a rest talaga because
Mm.
what for pa na papasok ako and then wala rin naman akong makukuha kasi nga pagod na pagod. Tapos with the risk pa na I'll put my health in the risk. Yun nga.
Totoo. Ayan, oh. Gusto niyo po ba ng proof of sleeping, Misty? Sabi, oh, diba?
Oh! Don't do
Oh,
that.
diba? Revelations, diba?
Kasi nga, ang dami kong shows before. Kaya pag pumasok ako, pag pagod na pagod ako, natutulog talaga ako because natatakot ako na what if hindi ako, yung bang mag-collapse, ganun. So, natutulog talaga ako. Tapos itong mga classmate ko, pinipicturean ako all the time.
Ayan. But that's fine, ganyan. Oo, that's fine. Wala namang ano, issue. Basta pumasok ka lang for attendance. Ayun. Oo, importante din kasi ang attendance sa,
Yes,
sa
of course,
class.
it makes a percentage naman.
Ayan. Anyways, and yung mga teachers naman ay very, ano naman yan,
Understanding.
considerate, diba?
Very much
So,
naman.
that's fine naman. Alright. Basta nandun ka, ganyan.
Oo.
Ayun. Oh, and make sure naman to pass the
Yes.
the exams,
Okay
ganyan.
naman.
Ayun. So, thank you so much, Misty, for playing with me. All right. And thank you for all the revelations as well. So, guys, please just drop your questions down below. We will definitely ask your questions direct to Misty, okay? And best in tulog daw siya. So, we will definitely ask your questions direct to Misty when we return. All right? So, but let me just remind you guys to please avoid asking political questions because I won't be flashing your political questions on the screen and that won't be asked. All right? So, all right. So, hi, Ate Missy. How are you daw? Ayan.
Hi, Rex. I'm doing fine.
Favorite movie line daw?
Ang dami. Ang dami kong favorite line, but one of my favorite lines would be, ang dami na parang nawala na sa isip ko.
Sa dami, hindi mo na, wala ka nang maisip. Anyways,
So, I
guys.
take note of them. Pero,
alright, go ahead.
yun. Na take note ko siya. Pero one of the lines, nakalimutan ko kung anong movie to. Pero it really hit me deep na, yung sabi na, the past is the past, but then again, the present is nothing without it. Yun.
Because the present is a gift. Joke. well, that's right. Present is a gift.
Oo. Parang we can't dismiss the past kahit anong sabihin natin na it's in the past. Because at the end of the day, we're nothing without the past.
Favorite food? Pinaka-favorite should be only one. Sabing ganyan.
Chocolate cake. Yun pa naman yung bawal.
All right, guys. So once again, let me just remind everyone that to please drop your questions down below and avoid political questions. We will ask. We will ask all your questions later. After this short break. All right. See you in a bit, guys. right, so we are back with Miss Universe Philippines Leyte, or Miss Universe Philippines candidate from Leyte. All right, so there you go. Ayan, parang may mga questions na dito.
Ay, ang galing.
Hmm. Pero parang mga ano pa rin to, mga favorite food, mga ganyan. Favorite K-pop daw. Hmm.
Favorite K-pop group? I'm not really yet into K-pop, but I like Blackpink and BTS because not just because they're really famous, but because I can see what they went through just to get there, and it's something na very proud moment for us Asians to be able to be recognized globally. Ganun.
Mm-mm. All right, so let's take your first question coming from one of your supporters. Are you ready?
Sige, fire.
So here we go.
Hi, Misty. This is Rose, your Kananga Youth Development Officer. I would like you to ask this question. What is your stand when it comes to teenage pregnancy as a youth?
I could say,
Wow.
yun,
Teenage
parang
pregnancy. Mhm.
it's quite a problem here in the Philippines, the teenage pregnancy, because these teenagers, they don't yet have the right mind, the financial status, and the ability to cater, to produce, and to mold a human being. But then again, I myself am a product of teenage pregnancy. My nanay was 19 when she gave birth to me. And
Mhm.
I'm proud to say that she brought me up real good. I'm here because of her. And I'm
Mhm.
thankful that she pushed through the pregnancy. And I'm here today, right now, and representing Leyte. But then again, it's a problem that not anyone could handle because
Mhm.
emotionally, mentally, ang hirap nun, not just physically.
Mhm.
So why not let's protect our teenagers by further educating them about these kinds of things and not acting like it's taboo because it's becoming really rampant. Kaya
Mhm.
dapat natin to be able to aid this, at least na,
Mhm.
the children are aware, the youth is aware about this and all the consequences
Mhm.
of their actions, education will always really be the key.
Mhm. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on
Mm-hmm.
this matter because it's really alarming that
Yes.
teenage pregnancy is increasing
Mm-hmm.
right now in the Philippines. Well, this is actually shown on this is in the statistics from
Yes.
last year, from
Mm.
2020.
Lalo na
Now,
nung
mhm. Go ahead.
lalo na
Lalo
nung
na no.
nag-lockdown because parang ang laki ng tinaas ng teenage pregnancy cases of the
Mhm.
Philippines. Parang
Mhm.
it really is a problem, an issue that needs to
Mm.
be addressed as much as
Mm.
possible because these teenagers, sila talaga yung at risk. Kahit
Mhm.
na sabihin natin na we can dismiss this off as choice nila, no, we can't yet hold them accountable. They're called teenagers for a reason. Kasi
Mhm.
bata pa sila. So that is why educating them should be the foremost way of stopping this issue.
Mm. Tama ka naman diyan. Pero kasi the Gen Zs, the
Mhm.
millennials are actually very entitled on claiming that premarital sex is just part of relationship.
Mhm.
What's your stand on that? That when you are engaged into a relationship, it's just normal
Mm.
to engage in premarital sex as well.
I can't really dictate them what to do. So what
Mm-hmm.
I will do is respect them with their decisions because this is something that they know, they decided for themselves, and this is
Mm-hmm.
what they think. That's how they view it. But at least give them the chance to, have access to safer parang safer way, na para
Contraceptives.
mhm. Kasi at the end of the day, ito talaga, it's a way to protect them. Kasi it's
Mm-hmm.
not just the pregnancy eh. Yung parang inline dito, meron din yung STDs, a lot of things. Minsan
Mhm.
nga kahit yung consent hindi natatakol eh. They
Mhm.
don't know that they have the right to say no. So yun
Mhm.
ang mga kailangan nating i-tackle whenever we try to educate them. How's the access? What can we do? Can we say no? Of course we can say no. Yun.
Mhm. And where do you think should education start from?
The home. Education will
Mhm.
always start from the home because
Mhm.
you know the society is built upon one family,
Mhm.
another family, and the whole society are just consisting of different families, and the home will always be, I think, na panggagalingan ng tamang edukasyon ng bata.
That's right.
So, start with the homes. Parents, I call out to you to reach out to you to please educate your children as much as you
Mhm.
can without making it taboo or awkward or bad. Because
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
natatakot yung mga bata, and pag natatakot sila, they either rebel or
Mhm.
parang nag-introverted na sila. So
Mhm.
that's it. Try to communicate with your children.
Mhm. Openness at home,
Yes, yes,
because
yun talaga.
can definitely lead teenagers
Oo,
curiosity to
because from, you might not
prevent.
know na, you might not know na ikaw pa yung makakapag-push sa anak mo na malaman nila kung ano ba talaga yung dapat sa hindi. So yan.
That's right, that's right. Mhm. So kailangan talaga proper education at home.
Mm.
Yeah. Mhm. All right, thank you so much for the question. What was her name again? I'm sorry, I
Rosemary
forgot that.
Romero yun.
And thank you so much po for the question. All right,
Thanks, Ma'am
so
Rose.
there's another question from Sweet Zel Saniko. What is your unforgettable pageant experience?
Ang dami. You know, pageant has given me a lot of lessons that I wouldn't have achieved had I not entered this industry. But then the most unforgettable talaga would be nung we had the chance to have a seminar with Attorney Nad Bronce. Are
Mm-hmm.
you familiar with him? Yes, he is.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Hmm, sikat na siya, of course. He is
Mm-hmm.
also one of the mentors in Aces and Queens. And yun,
Mm-hmm.
we had him in here in Miss Kananga. And ayun, ang dami kong natutunan in terms of answering questions. What do you
Mm-hmm.
do when you answer? How do you answer? Ayun, yung moods mo pag nag-answer ka. Yun,
Mm-hmm.
hindi siya, parang it's not the typical lessons that you would have acquired have you not joined pageantry. Ganun.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And Sir Nad is actually, or Attorney Nad is actually a Q&A
Oh,
trainer
sure.
in used to be in Asians and Queens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So another question from Danica Jane Duazo. When is it okay not to be okay, and when is it not okay not to be okay? Oh my God, this is this is a very trending question,
Napaka-trending
viral
question.
question actually. Yeah.
Yes. For
Mm-hmm.
Miss
From
Iloilo.
Tito Boy. Ayan.
Yes. Yun. I actually answered this another night, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yes, any time of the day, your emotions will always be valid. No matter how you feel, may it be down, may it not be okay, may you be okay, or
Mm-hmm.
happy, or sad, or angry, any emotion you have will always be valid. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that anyone should dictate you when it's time to not be okay and when it's time to be okay. So I guess it would be not okay when it terms to becoming toxic on your physical and mental health already. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you know that you can't cope up with it already. When you know yourself that this is something I need help for. So go on
Mm-hmm.
and seek help because there's no shame in that. When you're able to
Mm-hmm.
name that problem, that issue within yourself, then you can start finding for a solution. Seek help, therapy, call out to your friends, your family, start opening up. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, your emotions will always be valid, but
Mm-hmm.
always do something about it because you yourself is responsible for your emotion, for your well-being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually it is okay to show off your feelings, your
Mhm.
emotions, what you feel, And that's okay, but it is not okay when you are already affecting the people that surround you. So,
Yourself, when you're putting your
mm-mm,
health at risk, you
you're
always,
hurting anyone already. So,
there's no shame in seeking help, you guys. There's really no shame in that. Please do.
mm. All right. Thank you so much, Danica, for that question. All right, from Tito Boy. Yeah. Huh. What makes you different from the other girls competing at Miss Universe Philippines? These are cliche questions. Oh my god. Sorry. These are cliche questions. You know what? So they are unique. Anyways, you have what can you say about this?
I would think that it is my drive and my passion, but then again, all women, all girls have the drive, have the passion, and I'm proud of each and single one of the women competing. I think
Mm-mm.
that within myself personally, the edge would be is that I've been performing since I was 13 years old. Such a very young age to be able to perform, but I conquered that fear at that young age, 13. And then from then on, I've become the woman that I am today, not scared of stage and just more confident about who I am and what I'm capable of. And that's what I'm bringing to the Miss Universe Philippines. I'm showing them who I am, what I can do, and this is something that Leyte could show for.
All right. Thank you so much, Angelique. And a question from Christian Mar. What is the most important life skill that dancing has taught you?
To always find the rhythm of life, the rhythm of your schoolworks, yourself. In dancing, there's correct timings of everything. And, even before the timing, you can do something else. You can enjoy the moment. You can live in the moment before that rhythm. And when the rhythm comes, do your best. When that opportunity comes, I will of course do my best. So hence the Miss Universe Philippines, I've found my rhythm. This is the beat
Mhm.
that I'm looking for, and I'm very willing to dance with the music and do everything that I can.
Wow, iba rin. Dance with the rhythm. Ayan. All right. Thank you so much for the question once again. And here we have a question from Lloyd Jesse Malingin Susan. Tell us about your biggest disappointment and how did you bounce back from it?
My biggest disappointment would be when I was at my lowest in my studies. I would
Mm-hmm.
not go into classes. I would, not being able to cope and just not do anything about them because I did not feel like I was there at all. So
Mm-mm.
that was really a low point because education will always be a huge key in your life, and to be able to almost lose that has
Mm-hmm.
shaken me up. And I thought that this is something that I myself am responsible for. So this
Mm-mm.
I have my consequences of my actions, and that what I'm doing is I'm trying to cope up. I'm trying to just take it back one at a time. So
Mm-mm.
take it one step at a time. Parang ganun.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you cannot take everything or you cannot eat everything what's on your plate at once, diba?
Mm-hmm. So ayun, hinay
So,
hinay, and now
oo.
once again, I've found my rhythm, and I'm very much happy to be on beat.
Mhm. Just always enjoy the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. Ayan. So thank you so much, Lloyd, for the question. Now, a question from Sweet Cell Sonico. How important is consent to you?
Very important. It is something that you own and something that you should know how to give.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. Because consent, especially in the young girls, most of us are not taught about consent, about the importance of saying no. Little children are always taught to say yes into whatever things that they do or things that are done to them.
Mm-hmm.
Dapat pag dapat pag gawin mo yung assignments mo, in that case it's something na you have to do naman talaga. Pero
Mm-mm.
yun, little children are not really talked about consent very much. It's important to
Mm,
me because it has led to many problems na
mm-mm.
the ability to say the inability to say no has taken a lot of issues, a lot of problems lalo na sa mga kabataan.
Mhm. Yeah, kasi guys, every actions or every decisions that we make will definitely lead us to a circumstance.
Mhm.
So that's actually not what God wants us, but that's actually what we wanted because we have that
Mhm.
free will. Okay,
Mhm.
so always think that way. Na every situation that we are in, it's not what God wants us to be. It's basically based from our situations, from our actions rather, from our decisions. Yun. Di ba?
Mhm.
Kaloka. Ayan. When is the best time to be silent? At kulang siya. And when is the right time to speak?
When is the best time to you stay silent when you know there's something you can learn from. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You listen. That's when you listen. So you
Mm-hmm.
stay silent. You try
Mm-hmm.
to learn. You try to educate yourself and observe everything that's going on around you. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what it means to be silent. But you will always speak when you know you have to speak. When you are in danger, when you are oppressed,
Mm-hmm.
when and especially when you have something to share as well, to be able to influence and educate other people as well. So at all times, yes, be free to speak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's time to be silent when you need to reflect, actually. When you need to discern something, when you are already speaking too much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the time that you need to, that's actually the time that you need to be silent. When you are already speaking too much, you have to listen, right? And you have to, the right time for you to speak is when it is necessary. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
When you think that your idea, your opinion is beneficial for everyone, that's the
Yeah.
right time to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So yung bashing, it's not the right time to speak.
No, keep it at bay, please.
Right. Thank you so much for the question. So, what is your opinion regarding trans women joining beauty pageants like Miss Universe or joining traditional pageants? Because it's not only Miss Universe that's accepting trans women. Miss Intercontinental is also accepting. Even
Mm-hmm.
Miss World is also accepting, as long as they can provide passport and birth certificate that they are female. So, all the traditional pageants right now is already accepting, or most of the traditional pageants right now are already accepting trans women. So, what is your opinion on that?
Yes, I have my LGBTQ community friends as well, and I so much love them. I'm happy na they're able to, and as long as the organization allows it, then I don't have any problem with that at all. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's as long as the rules and the regulations are being followed, then yes, join. Do your most best. That's all.
Mm-hmm. But it's really very difficult in the Philippines right now. This sounds like a
Mhm.
taboo in the Philippines because we do not have a law that allows us rather to change our
Mhm.
gender, so we cannot really
Correct.
speak much about this. It's just a speculation. It looks
Mhm.
like a speculation just for everyone because this is not really happening in the Philippines as of yet. For as
Yes.
long as there is no for as long as there is no law that allows changing of gender
Mhm.
on our documents or on our birth certificate, this will never happen, guys. So please, guys, stop asking. No, I mean, it is not actually thing to be talked about because it is not applicable in the Philippines. Did you get what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
All right, so thank you so much. Anyways, saang school ka daw? Ako na.
I am from Palompon Institute of Technology in Palompon.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Ayun. Hi, Vernel Halandoon. Good afternoon, Sir Francois, and to your beautiful guest. Yes, good
Yeah.
afternoon to you, Vernel. Thank you for watching. Ayan. Mhm. All right. So we have another question in here from Rex Rainer Aranyo. What is it like to compete with delegates who already have a name or fan base,
I'm actually
fandom,
uh,
fan base? That's a fan base, supposedly.
I'm really happy for these girls because this is something that they've also built for themselves. You know, they've
Mm-mm.
done a lot of things to get where they are, to have their name, to have their fandom. And I might be behind just yet. I know also that I'm happy that I get to be with them. Na we are now on the same stage despite me not yet having my name or my fandom. So, yes, these girls, they deserve what they get. They deserve their fandoms, they deserve their name. And I will too. I'll follow. Maghihintay lang kayo.
All right. So thank you so much for that. Hindi naman kasi guys hindi naman kasi siya ano ba to, standard of
Mhm.
winning, or hindi siya criteria, one of the criteria for winning. Well,
Mhm.
it's good to have a solid fan base, but that's not actually what the organization is looking for. Okay? Well, malakas siya sa botohan, pero of course, yung skill pa rin ng ano kandidata at yung
Mhm.
syempre story of the kandidata pa rin ang
Oo.
tinitingnan. All right, so before we go further, we have another question in here coming from one of your supporters again. Okay? Okay ka ba, Don?
Mhm. Let's go.
All right, let's proceed. Second question.
Hi, Misty. I'm Rex Cabanas, SB member of Kananga. My question for you is, as a member of the youth community, how will you influence the youth of today, especially during pandemic, to make them adhere to the health protocols? Thank you. God bless.
Ayon.
Yes. Of course, I will start with myself, to be able to encourage the youth to stay safe. Yun, go out when I only need to. And of course, always, if you can, if you are able, if you're allowed, get vaccinated because this is our one of the biggest panlaban towards the COVID-19 virus. Because if you can, why not? The best vaccine is what's in front of you. If schedule mo na, magpabakuna na.
Ay, taray. Okay, so there's a question here from Unet. Okay,
Mhm.
pro LGBT and LGBT marriage, same sex marriage, perhaps. Okay,
Okay.
Are you pro LGBT and same sex marriage? Ayon.
Ayun. Yes, I myself, I'm a Christian. I believe that marriage is a union between a man and a woman. But
Mhm.
the LGBTQ community should be able to have their rights for a civil union. We don't have
Mhm.
to push them for a Christian wedding. There's a civil union to have their rights protected, to have their
Mhm.
rights be given to them because this is something na very important, especially for LGBTQ couples na who
Mm-mm.
want to build a family of their own. So
Mm-mm.
give them the right and protect that right.
Absolutely. That's basically one of the primary reasons why this union is being
Oo.
asked for,
Yes.
to protect the relationship, of course, to
Mm.
protect the couple,
Yeah.
their rights to
The
each
civil right.
other.
Yes,
Mhm.
ayun.
So that's basically the main purpose of that. And yes, that you are actually correct, and I absolutely agree with that. That we cannot push this to a church wedding,
Mm.
okay? Because marriage is a sacred term for
Mm.
for a couple that's getting married, that's being united in God,
Mm.
okay? And being married is asking for, oh well, marriage itself has two purposes actually, and that's one is procreation, that's
Oo.
multiplying, right? And of course union, that's already given to union is already given to LGBT relationship. However, though some would also say that uh, procreation could also be very technical. Yes, that's
Mm.
right. However, this is very sacred, 'di ba? And that's
Mm.
basically the purpose of sexual intimacy. So, yon. Ayun. Anyways, ang dami kong sinabi.
Okay lang, I'm learning naman.
Thank you. Ayan. We have a question from Jen. Bullying is a hot topic. Have you ever been bullied? Or have you ever bullied someone pala? Ikaw ang tinatanong kung binuli ka,
Mm.
kung nambully ka
Bully
pala.
ako. Yes.
Mhm.
As a kid, I was a very unknowing of the actions that I do, ganun. But yes, bullying is a very hot topic, and I know myself, I've done other people wrong. I'm aware of that, and which is why now, as a grown woman, I try to reflect on myself, on the things that I have done, on the things that I did to other people, that try to recover from those. And
Mhm.
as much as I can, try to reach out to them that it was a very bad thing that I do. And yes, I know myself that I'm not perfect. I did something that might be harsh to other people. That is
Mhm.
harsh to other people. And I acknowledge that. I know I did that. And therefore, I am sorry. I'm trying to grow from those experiences.
Yun tama naman, 'di ba? We always learn from our mistakes.
Mistakes,
So,
yes.
yeah, that's right. So that's fine. Pero for as long as you know that you did not actually bully or you did not intend to
Oh,
bully,
intended to.
yeah. All right. Let me just remind everyone once again, if your question or if your questions are not being asked, that simply means that your question could be a political question or may lead to political issues. So I am reminding everyone or encouraging everyone to just ask social issues. All right. Thank you so much once again. What are some things you have learned during the pandemic? Or what are the things you have done and learned during the pandemic?
Well, during the pandemic, I started gardening, and it's very therapeutic, very much relaxing. Have you done it? Gardening?
Yeah,
Yes,
I do.
it's very fun. And what I learned naman during the pandemic is to take your time to breathe. Always take your time to breathe. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel stressed, take time for yourself, sit back, relax, think, reflect, and then
Mm-mm.
rise from that, rise up above from that, stronger than you were before.
That's right. Okay. So thank you so much for the question. Okay, let me just try to take a look on the questions right here.
Okay.
Kasi baka mamaya parang mga ano itong mga tanong nyo ha. Ayan. Alright, here you go. If God will grant you a wish in exchange of winning in this pageant, what would you wish for and why?
It would be for all women to be safe. If I
Oh.
could wish
Why
one
only
thing
women?
in exchange, for this pageant, because
Mhm,
then all women, because
mhm,
as you may know, women have been shouting for ages. They have been trying to get their voices to be heard, but then again silenced, because it's so rampant that it may be called normal, the struggles that the women go through. So, I would exchange anything to give women the safety in walking alone at night, not having the fear in themselves of being killed, being harassed, being
mhm.
abused, raped. So, yes, that sense of safety, I would want to give that to every woman in the world.
Wow. Sana pati din mga lalaki, kaya mga LGBT,
Yes,
for
this is
everyone
not
na.
this is not to discredit anyone who is going through a lot. Of course, I am here for you as well. I am not trying to drown out your voices, to dim your light. But then, yes, we can't deny that women are going through this a lot more times than any of the other genders, just because we're women. For the other gender, for the males, it's not systemic.
Mm-mm.
They get harassed, there it's not systemic. But this is not
Mm-mm.
to discredit them as well. I'm also here for you.
They are they are more vulnerable. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so ayun, in the side of the women, it's already systemic, and
Mm-mm.
I would give everything to give the women the right to safety.
All right, 'di ba? What bothers you most about what is happening in your country today?
The
Oh.
pandemic.
Mm-mm.
We're 2 years in the pandemic.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And in the pandemic, did you know that the case of domestic abuse in the pandemic has risen up to
Mhm.
30%?
That's right.
Yes, women in the families are abused because everyone is just in their homes, locked up. They can't call for help. They are vulnerable even in their own homes. So
Mm-mm.
yes, the pandemic is one of the greatest issues, and it has stemmed to a lot more issues.
Mm-mm. Ayan. Thank you so much for the question po. Okay. Guys, sorry ha, tinitinan ko talaga yung yung mga questions nyo. If it's, ang dami-dami yung nagtatanong ng mga political questions dito, but I'm really sorry that I cannot ask those questions. Yeah. What is the best profession according to Ramon Cañete Baterna?
Any profession is very much good, especially if it's something that you love, it's something that you're so passionate for. But for me, the best profession would be becoming a teacher. It's not biased.
Mm-mm.
It's not just because
Mm-mm.
I'm taking up education, but it's because I think that educators have a very huge role in building the society. Engineers will always need good professors, good teachers. The doctors, the best of the doctors were once taught by their teachers as also. So
Mm.
yes, I guess that teacher has a very huge role in this society.
That's right. That's why they are called nobles, di ba?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Here from Rams T. In your most recent role, was there a time when you had to overcome a significant challenge?
Yes, of course.
And
In
what was that? Oh, let me let me make a follow up. What was that, and what have you done? Ayan.
in any part of your life, there will always be a significant challenge.
Mhm.
And yes, I had a challenge, and that was my insecurities.
Mhm.
I decided to join Miss Universe Philippines, to be quite honest, I was
Mhm.
scared. What if I will not be able to deliver the Leyte province what it deserves? What if
Mhm.
I stop short of what I should do? So all of those things ran through my mind, and it's not something that you can just shut down in a matter of seconds. So
Mhm.
I had to build up myself from those thoughts, because if I I change that thinking into a positive one, because if I think that I'm not enough, then I'll
Mhm.
do everything that I can so that I'll be enough. And if I think that I won't be able to give Leyte what it deserves, I'll do everything that I can just to give Leyte what it deserves. Instead of dwelling on them, on those thoughts, I will be more than my thoughts.
All right, diba? Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that question. Okay, let me just try to check in here. Hmm. Okay, this one. Hi, Misty. How are you going to encourage your hesitant friends or family to get COVID-19 vaccine
By
or
educating
to
them.
get vaccinated? Yun na
Mhm.
lang.
By educating them. And then I would tell them if where they got their misinformations from, because I know that these fears, they stem from anywhere. There's something that it roots from. So I'll ask them, where did you hear that? And then I'll also tell them to please verify those where it comes from, and everything that you read, please verify if those are true or not. And then
Mm.
tell them that the COVID-19 vaccines are the best shield that we have for the COVID-19. And then maybe tell them na in my language, I would say nga gipractice ra ni ang ato ang immune system sa COVID-19 vaccine. So if walay practice imong immune system, how are you going to fight COVID-19?
Anong ibig sabihin nun?
So yes, I would tell them that the COVID-19 vaccine is just sort of making your immune system practice for when the COVID-19 actually comes into your body. So if your immune system doesn't have that practice, then how are you going to protect yourself from COVID-19?
It's an added antibodies
Yes.
to us. Ayan, kaya kailangan natin 'yun. Hindi man siya yung ano, yung nakakapagpagaling ganyan. But at
Mm-hmm.
least added antibodies meaning protection, added shield for
Yes. Yes.
us.
Yes.
Yan. Okay, syempre kailangan natin ng shield din. Ayan. Thank you so much for the question. Matugi na May. Ayun. All right, now we have a question from Joel Katagasan Obando. If you had a chance to discuss a social issue with the world leaders to okay, that's fine. What social issue would it be?
It would be in terms of fighting against violence, against all forms of violence for women. You know,
Mm-mm.
that once again, women have been fighting for this in most of their lives, feeling afraid, even walking down the street. You're not assured that you're gonna be safe home and
Yeah.
staying at home. Many women have been
Mm-mm.
abused in their homes, in the comfort of their homes. This is something that I'd like to bring in the global world, that women have been going through this a lot. And I hope that this would be addressed and give the women the right to their safety.
All right. Still, we are there. And we have a question from Javin Fortaliza. May hugot to siguro. What is your advice to those people who are afraid to come out or express themselves just because of fear of acceptance?
Acceptance will always start within yourself. You don't need the validation of anyone around you. As long as you know and accept yourself, then you are going to be okay. I think that the coming out experience is sort of just a preference between in a person who wants to let the world know, who wants to own the world and to show the world that they are who they are. But then
Mm-hmm.
if you already accept yourself and you know who you are, you accept and love yourself for that, then that's it. You're there
Mm-hmm.
already. Don't be pressured to come out. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
pressured to show the world who you really are. As long as you know yourself, then that's already okay. You're doing good.
All right, diba?
Mhm.
Yan si teacher. Okay, here's a question from Joel Katagasan once again. Has the speed of technological advances taken away emotion?
No, I don't think so. We are now in an advanced technology, and I don't think we are not happy. I don't think we don't feel anything. I'm here right now facing a laptop, virtually conversing,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel happy. I feel great that I'm here. And and I'm using technology as a means to spread my word, to be able to have a reach of my influence, and that's it. If there's something that technological advancement has done for us, it had connected us more than before.
Continuously connection, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so. The only that matters actually in here is how you are making use of it, diba? So it's basically on the responsibility and accountability of the user, Right? So, yun lang siguro yun. Kapag ka masyadong ano na engage masyado sa ano technology, ganyan. That's the
Mm-hmm.
time na nakakasama ang technology. Ano
Yes.
ba tong tanong mo, Solayaw Nestor? Are you pro or against plastic surgery or plastic surgery and why? Ba't ang katin nito? Anyways.
Yes, I'm a pro. If you know, plastic surgery is just a means of enhancing yourself, of
Mhm.
making yourself feel good. And if it's something that you know could do better for yourself, then go for
Mhm.
it. I have nothing against plastic surgery.
And Nestor, going through plastic surgery is no longer an issue, okay? Because let me just get ganun eh. Anyways, kasi Nestor, because you know what, Nestor, you cannot actually give the confidence, or you cannot provide a confidence to anyone. Okay? It's not easy to provide confidence and uplift self-esteem. Kahit na sinasabi mong ang ganda-ganda mo, kung feeling niya hindi siya maganda, ganon. At ang
Mm-hmm.
only way for the person to
Feel
feel
good.
better and feel beautiful is undergo plastic surgery, di ba? You cannot
Mm-hmm.
stop
Yeah.
one because that's the free will. Okay? So that's fine. Huwag niyo siyang gawing issue, guys, because hello, we're already on the 2021st, 'di ba?
Oo.
Millennium na tayo, guys. Kaya nga may mga advanced technologies na tayo, 'di ba? That doesn't mean naman that you don't like what God's given you. It's
Yes.
just that you are enhancing, 'di ba? Ako din kung may pera din lang ako, di syempre papaayos ko 'yan, pa-overhaul, 'di ba?
Oh.
Joke lang. Anyways, hi Misty, does giving up makes sense?
Yes, actually, giving up makes sense. It's not just
Mhm.
giving up. Just because you gave up something doesn't mean that you're already done with everything. Giving up
Mhm.
sometimes takes courage. It takes really high sense of assurance that you know
Mhm.
yourself, that
Mm.
sometimes giving up will lead you to another opportunities in life. So
That's
yes,
right.
giving up makes sense if it's what gives you takes you to another path that you know is going to do you good, then go. Sometimes you have to
Mm.
take a step back to be able to push through.
Yes, that's right. Actually, I would say na it's not really a form of giving up, but it's a way of redirecting,
Mm-hmm.
'di ba? It's a form of redirecting the journey instead, 'di ba? But because there's no, for me
Yeah.
um there's no such word as giving up talaga, because we keep on living, 'di ba? Habang may buhay nga,
Oh.
'di ba? May pag-asa, 'di ba? So I don't think that this is really unexistent.
Mm.
Somehow, yeah. All right. So that's just my opinion, by the way. All right. So then we have another question in here from one of.
Hi, Misty Miles. My question for you is the question that was also asked to Lara Duta, former Miss Universe 2000. And the question is, if ignorance is bliss, then why do we seek knowledge? Again, if ignorance is bliss, then why do we seek knowledge?
If ignorance is bliss, then why we seek knowledge?
I think that the person who said that haven't had the sense of real happiness, because I don't think ignorance is a bliss. True education and knowing and having knowledge is the real happiness, the real bliss in life. And that's what we're here for, to know, to explore, to discover, to improve. So that's it. I don't think that ignorance is a bliss.
Iba
It's
rin.
I think it's sense of a false happiness.
Oh, iba siya. Ayan. If you would be given the last magic ticket, how would you use it that will greatly put happiness not just for you, but also for your family?
If you would be given the last magic ticket, hmm. Well, I would stop this pandemic. If I really did
Mm-mm.
have the chance, if I had that magic ticket, then I would put the stop in this pandemic. That's it. Because it has prevented my Lola from going out, from going to the beach. It's something that she loves most. And it has prevented my Lolo from, doing the things that he loved, from opening up his sari-sari store. So if I would be given the chance, then I would give that to my family to stop this pandemic, let everyone be united, and go on with our lives like it was normally.
Yeah, that's right. This is definitely the immediate, the most urgent wish
Yes.
that we could definitely ask for, no? Kasi ayaw ko na rin ng ganitong buhay.
Yes. We- but then I'm
'Di ba?
grateful that we're safe. I'm grateful that we're alive.
Mm.
But we could, if only we could go back to the normal
Mm.
lives that we had before.
That's right. Okay, from Gwen Stefan. Ayan, Gwen Stefan talaga ha. Totoo yan ha. Gwen Stefan Vergara Duarte. Ayun. When can you say that you are already an accomplished beauty queen?
Well, I can say that I'm already an accomplished beauty queen when I have carried out my advocacy and have acted on it. That's when I can say that I have my purpose as a beauty queen. I did my purpose, and that's it. But I think that there is really no standard for that accomplished beauty queen.
Mhm.
But that's for me. I'd like to carry out my advocacy even after the Miss Universe Philippines.
Alright, 'di ba? 'Di ba tama nga naman kasi kaya nga may platform ka na eh, 'di ba?
Yes.
If you are given a chance to change your life, what would it be and why?
I don't think I'd change my life, but for the sake of the question, um, I might just change my outfit for today.
Bakit?
Ang ginaw dito, grabe. Busy kami dito. Biniginaw na ako. I'm trying to
Mm,
hide that. But yes, in terms of my life, I love my life. I love everything that I did. I'm embracing my mistakes, and I love the
mm,
things that I did good. And
mm.
yes, that's what led me to who I am today. But if there's something I changed in my life, it would be my dress. I would have worn.
At least you've worn a coat, a blazer rather.
Oo, kahit blazer lang sana.
Ano ba naman tong si Nestor? Paulit-ulit ang tanong. Nasagot na yan, Nestor, ha? Nagagalit na ako sa'yo. Charot.
Tayo.
Charot lang. If you were given a special this is just the same question with the previous question
Ticket.
that was asked a while ago with the ticket. So we let go na po to Gina Cabalquinto ha. Pasensya. Ayan. All right. Who is your biggest role model?
My biggest
Bakit hindi who is your least role model, 'di ba?
because that would create a problem with that person. But ako list.
'Di ba?
Well,
Okay. Who is your
yes,
biggest, 'di ba?
there are a lot of role models in my life that I look up to. But it would be my nanay who has gone through a lot, through the judgments, being a teenage mom, through the problems and the financial problems. Yun talaga. The emotional, the physical. Ang dami niyang pinagdaanan just to make me who I am today. And that's what I aspire to be, a strong woman, a woman who knows that she can do everything she wants as long as she gives it her best.
All right. 'Yun. So what would you sacrifice for success?
Mm, I don't think I would sacrifice anything for success because anything that I've done in my life, everything that I have, I know I can use to be successful. Those
Mhm.
mistakes that I did in the past are molding me into becoming someone who can conquer anything in her life, and that will lead
Mhm.
to success. So I'm
Mhm.
very much happy with everything that I have, and if it means to sacrifice anything just to be successful, I'd rather be who I am and
Mhm.
give up success.
Yeah, because well, at the end of the day, it's the contentment that matters,
Mm-hmm.
diba?
But
And
yeah, but I think yes,
that's
I don't think
definitely a real success.
success is subjective. It should be different for every person. And right now, I feel like I'm successful to be able to represent Leyte. I'm very much happy.
Wow, iba. Ayan. Mhm. What is your ayan, nasa ano naman tayo ngayon? Anong tawag
Philosophy.
doon? No, it's not actually philosophy. Nasa slam book. Tama ba yun? Slam
Ah,
book. What is your philosophy in life? And what do you value most in your life?
okay, so I'll answer the first question first. My philosophy would be something that goes like, if the door is closed, it might not be locked. Give it a little push. Yun. There are some doors that we think are closed for us forever, but what it really needs is just a little action, an effort to push through and to be able to enter that world that you know you deserve to be in.
Mhm.
And what I value most in my life is my family and this journey, and currently this journey that I am in. I value this because I know that this is something that will put Leyte in the spotlight once more. This is something that I owe to Leyte, and I will do something to give this to Leyte.
Wow. Pero sabi nila, 'di ba, if the door is closed, don't just push it, just knock. Because when you push it, 'di ba, that's disrespectful to the owner of the house.
Pwede rin yun. You can knock, pero pag walang tao, try.
Joke lang. Ayan. Ayun. O, clap, clap,
Hindi
clap.
yun
O,
para sa mga akyat bahay ha. Philosophical ano.
Ayun, we have the last question from your supporters again, from one of your supporters. All right.
Mm.
So here we go.
Hi everyone, this is Rola James Tajos. I am a freelance hair and makeup artist from Isabelete. Hi Misty, I have one question for you. There are criticisms about you from the other people that you are not the standard beauty that the Miss Universe is looking for. What can you say about this criticism and what is your standard of beauty?
Feeling ko kailangan nun magbayad kasi nag-ano siya, nag-plug siya, nag-promote. Joke. Ayan.
So, should I?
Mhm.
Yes. The standard beauty for Miss Universe Philippines, what is that? Who created that standard beauty? I don't think that any woman should be fit into a mold that is very uniformed.
Mhm.
Every woman is different. Every woman has her strength, her weakness, and I don't think any woman should adhere to any standard the society has given them. Every woman is their own beauty standard, even for Miss
Mm-mm.
Universe Philippines.
Mm-mm. And beauty is subjective, guys.
Beauty
Mm.
is only skin deep. There's something more than that.
It's yeah, you are correct. It's just a subjective that beautiful, the one that some might consider as beautiful might not be
Like,
beautiful to the
yes.
rest. Yeah, because it's really depend on the person who looks
Mm-hmm.
at a certain beauty, diba?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that when it is socially acceptable and that's the most beautiful,
Yes. Yun.
right? So yeah, it is not beauty is not just a skin deep. That's right, because
Mhm.
beauty per se is not just all on the physical or external um,
As
attributes that we see. All right. So there are still inner beauties that we can definitely more appreciate. And
yes.
all right, so please. Okay. So go. Heart daw. Ay, may gusto atang manligaw sa'yo, oh.
Ah.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do have a boyfriend. I'm currently in a happy relationship.
Wow. Sana all, 'di
Sana
ba?
all, kaya talaga, sana all. Sana tayong lahat mahanap ang ating narapat-dapat.
'Di ba? All right, guys, thank you so much for all the questions.
Thank you.
We will talk more about Misty's um, there's an advocacy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if you have any questions about her advocacy, drop them down at the comment section. All right. So once again, let me remind you, it's on advocacy. Okay. Wag na yung kung ano-ano pang mga tanong. We will not entertain that. Right, direct? No more questions like those. Right. Advocacy questions. Right. That's right. Okay. So that's all, guys. When we return, so please stay tuned. Yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And still, we are with Miss Universe Philippines 2021 candidate all the way from Leyte. All right. Misty. All right. Misty Zaragoza. All right. So there you go. So just like what we have promised, we're going to talk about your advocacy.
Advocacy.
So can you
Yeah.
tell us about your advocacy?
I'm all for fighting against all forms of discrimination for women. And ayun, I'm very uh, into this advocacy because it is something that I've witnessed for myself. It is something that has been happening, and if you ask any women, any woman, anything, anyone, then they will tell you about their story of something that has made them uncomfortable, has harassments. So yes, this has become so rampant that it has seemed to be normal.
Okay. Where are you coming from on this advocacy? How did you come up with it?
I have come across many stories,
Mm,
many women who have shared their experiences with me. I'm lucky enough that I have not gone through that. But then, even though without having that much of an experience, I still had some of them, like the catcalling, the inappropriate touching. Those, that's something that shouldn't happen to any woman at all. So
mm-hmm,
yes, I'm currently an ambassadress of the Safe Haven for Women in Palo, Leyte, and there I listen to many stories of their issues, as of their journeys of becoming
mm-hmm.
who they are and how they conquered that. And I'd like to give the sense of safety once again to all the women.
That's right. And Since when did you start working on this?
I've started working on this when ever since I was in senior high school. Even in just my Facebook post, in little
Mm-hmm.
things, in my Instagram post, in my Twitter accounts, I have been very strong about fighting on all forms of violence against women.
Mm-hmm. Have you been partnering to any sector or non-government organization that also
Yes,
pushes the same?
that's the safe haven for women. They cater the women who have been abused, who have been harassed, raped, even. So yes, I'm working with them currently, and yeah, I'll be having a talk with them. So
Mm-hmm.
sila yung mga nag-isa sa mga storya na gusto kong isama sa aking journey to the Miss Universe Philippines.
Mhm. So, what are your plans for this advocacy?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to spread awareness, even though a lot of women have been saying this. But yes, yun, awareness to everyone na this is something. I hope that in anything that we do, we retain respect, we retain our sense of humanity in us. That we don't do anything that could harm any other people around us.
Mm-hmm.
So, in educating them, that will lead to more stable, more progressive community that enables women to be safe right where they are.
All right. Thank you so much for that information. Now, this time we're going to work on. We're going to do exercises. Okay.
Ayun, yes.
Are you ready to get wet?
Oh, anong wet? Parang giniginaw na nga ako dito, babasain niyo pa ako. Tinatago ko yung tubig ko.
All right. Are you ready to get wet? Mm-hmm. Can you see that on your end?
Yes, yes, I see a box, a pink box. Pick a box.
Yes, it's a pick a box. All right. So this one has six boxes. Okay. Diba?
Yeah, I
So
see it.
each of these box has a corresponding word or group of words. All right, that you may be able um, to reveal whenever you pick the box. Okay, so the
Mhm.
words could either be in a form of fast talk that you're going to choose between the two options, then explain, and
Mhm.
it could also be in form of a topic that you can share your opinion or make a comment on. All right, are we good with that?
Yes, let's go.
All right, so you, what's your first by the way, I'll just ask you to pick three, so let's do it one after the other. Okay, what's your first pick?
Two. It would be two.
Number two. Oh, one moment. Hmm. Island or mainland?
Island, most definitely. The fact
Mm-hmm.
that I'm surrounded with seawater and having all the access to coconuts and the fishes, yeah, I wouldn't exchange that to anything else. I love islands.
All right, perfect. Okay. Okay, your second pick, please.
Five,
Annulment or divorce?
divorce. It's
Mm-hmm.
something that the Philippines doesn't have. And I hope that this will be pushed through because human as we are, we always make mistakes. And that does not exclude marriage. Sometimes we may choose the wrong partners that we are not compatible with. And I hope that the couples here in the Philippines have more access to divorce that is quite easier and less financially draining. So, yes, divorce.
Mm, I just have some thoughts on this particular topic.
Hmm.
I think Filipinos are not well informed of what divorce really is. You know, that's just basically shall I say, the icing on the top of the cake. Or shall I say, it's just the iceberg It's just the tip of the iceberg, rather. Because, when we speak of divorce, that's just a dissolution of marriage. So the difference of dissolution to nullifying, which is annulment, okay, is far different, really. Because when we speak of dissolution, marriage is still there, it's still binding. However, in annulment, okay, it's nullifying of marriage, meaning from the beginning there has no marriage that ever happened. It's not just invalidating it, though. Of course, the best the nearest term to be used is invalidating the the marriage, that there was no marriage ever happened due to some causes, due to some reasons, right? However, in divorce, it's just similar with legal separation, that they could actually almost similar, that the couple could separate, legally separate, could live on a different roof, and the marriage still there. However, in divorce kasi, they allow to remarry, compared to legal separation that they cannot remarry. So that's
Mm.
why people are asking for divorce, because they can remarry, unknowingly that the real marriage was not actually removed. Understood? Do you
Mhm.
get me?
Yes, yes, I
So
got
so
you.
this is the reason why I am not for divorce. I'd rather go for annulment.
Yes, but at least more people would have the choice between the two, more couples. Because then
You know,
again, at the end of the day,
mhm. This is not about the choice. Well, me coming from a how shall I say, someone who is valuing much about morality, divorce is not really advisable, or it's not really for everyone. It's not really, yeah, especially for a conservative country like the Philippines. This is not definitely coming through. Should not be coming through. Mhm.
yes,
Because
that's where.
because divorce could actually lead one to become polygamous. It's becoming polygamous, because you still have marriage, but then you are allowing to remarry.
Mm,
So yun lang yung ano ko doon, yun yung point
that's your
ko doon.
take, yes.
Mm. It's not about the choice kasi well, parang nagbibigay ka ng choice to commit more sin, parang ganon. Well, I'm sorry dun sa mga gusto. Well, sa annulment madali lang naman ang annulment, for as long as both parties are cooperative. It's not true that it's very expensive. Nagiging expensive siya because pinapahaba ng other party. Yun lang yung point doon. Ayun. Pero kapag both parties are very willing to annul their marriage, napakadali lang yan. Okay, let's move on na lang. Baka mamaya marami pang magalit sa akin. Last pick. Last pick.
It would be number 4 for you.
Number 4.
Yes.
Textbooks or ebooks?
I'm now all for ebooks. It's because
Mhm.
I have more access to ebooks and it's
Mhm.
easily distributed. Very easy to distribute it. So
Mhm.
many people will have the access to it, will have more reach, and that's what I love about ebooks. But then again, nothing takes the sense of fulfillment of happiness when you hold the textbook and smell it.
Mhm.
That's just a different kind of pleasure. But I'm
Mhm.
happy ebooks exist. Yes, for now I'll be for ebooks.
Okay. For me, I'm still for textbooks.
Mm. Iba kasi
I
talaga
just
yung
love the sense, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I just love the sense of textbook. So, mahal na mahal ko 'yan. Yeah. Oo. So, yan. Alright. So, thank you so much, Misty rather, for this opportunity. So and thank you for playing with me. Thank you for playing with
It's a
those
pleasure.
challenges. Mhm. Saan mapapanood ang prelims ng Supranational? Well, guys, just go to what's that again? Just go to Miss and Mr. Supranational page. All right. So as for now, we cannot be able to stream that as of yet because we have lives as well. We are currently with Miss Universe Philippines Leyte. All right. Thank you so much. Uh-huh. Ay, lecturer talaga. Anyways, Missy, it's now time for you to give messages to anyone you would like to address to, and of course, or send messages to anyone you would like to address to, and well, promote your projects, your advocacies, and your social media platforms.
Hi everyone, I am your Miss Universe Philippines, Leyte Province, and I am here. I am calling out to all of you to please continue on voting for me for us to get to the top 5. To vote, you will have to go to the Miss Universe Philippines app, download the app through App Store or Play Store, and then find Miss Leyte Province. We write and the letter L because it's alphabetical. So yes, you can vote. This is something that not all people know, no? But you can vote once per day, every day. Puro pwede yan ulit-ulitin until the
Mhm.
voting ends. And I'd like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Lota Abelia, who has taken care of my skin. So I'm looking very vibrant and fresh because of her. Thank you so much, Doctora. I look forward to our next sessions. Yes, I really do look forward to that. To
Mhm.
Dr. Michael Tan, who has taken care of my teeth. Thank you so much, Doc. I'm able to give the very best of my smile because of you. Yan. And
Mhm.
to our LGU Kananga, Mayor Matt Torres, Vice Mayor Miguel George Tan, the 22nd Sangguniang Bayan members who has been continually supporting me from the beginning of our journey. I'm very much
Mhm.
thankful. Thank you kaayo sa inyong tanan. And to all the Laytanias who has supported me, voted, and hyped me up. I'm very much
Mhm.
grateful for all of that. When I feel down, it's you guys who I look up to and think na this is all for you and I owe this
Mhm.
all.
All
Mhm.
right. Thank you so much for that. Okay. And yeah, thank you as well to all who have
Watched
watched today or this afternoon or evening na pala.
evening
And
na.
yeah, thank you for joining with us, guys. May mga nagtatanong pa dito. Based on my experience, I find textbooks more reliable because some ebooks can be edited. That's right. Some
Oo.
edits can be edited, unlike the published. Yeah. However, when it comes to accessibility, ebooks will take that part. Yeah,
Yes,
kasi syempre mas
right.
madali ang ebooks ma-access. Pero
Mhm.
I would still love the scent of textbooks.
Yes,
Yeah.
nothing beats that.
Mm-mm. All right, so thank you so much once again, guys. And um before we end this live, Misty, there are also some people at the backstage who want to extend their or send you rather some words of encouragement. Okay,
Okay.
are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
Okay, so VTR play.
Well, always are. I love you.
Talaga na, di man do'y lalim yung katubang sa kamera na to. Congrats na, kabot na kay top 75, layo na yun kaayo na. Layo na kay kagnabot sa mga pangandoy. Imo nang gihaguan, imo nang paningkamutan tanan nga nakakadiha. naarami ni nanay, mag-permanente, ako magawa na kong bagong stante para sa mga bagong crown. Good luck, congrats ta. Kaya na tayo niyo.
Ati, we are so proud of you. You are now way closer to your dream. We know you can do it. Kaya na nimo na. Don't forget to pray and be grateful and kind. You are always our simple little girl and caring ate. Ikaw gihapon ang manghuga sa plato. With your dedication and hard work, with all the love all the love of the people surrounds you, we know you can do it. Go lang sa top 50 and higher. Ate, we are always here supporting you. Congrats, Ate. We love you,
And
nak.
as always, you never fail to amaze us permanently. Kadabanta. Love you.
Love you, Ate. Mwah! See you soon.
Ayoko.
Alright. Oh, bakit, Misty?
Wala. Ayoko
Nangyari
umiyak.
sa'yo?
Hindi ko
Oh,
matapos.
sino bang nagpapaiyak sa'yo?
Yung mga nanay tatay ko. Mga iyakin yun eh. Doon ako nagmana.
Ayun. Di ba? So, ayun, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your time with us. That's almost 2 hours. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
parang I didn't feel like we've spent that
Sorry.
much. And of course, thank you to all the Lateños, tama?
Yes,
Lateños
later.
and Lateñas who have watched us, have viewed us, who have shared your time and asked questions. Yeah, for those who weren't able to, for those questions that were not asked, I do apologize that I had to filter the questions. All right. So, and of course, for would like to thank Miss April Tanhueco. Thank you so much for those videos and for reaching out as well. All right. And of course, thank you to Miss Universe organization for allowing us to make this happen. Thank you, Voltaire. Thank you. I thank you, Sir Voltaire. Thank you, Derek. And of course, Jonas and Shamsi. Thank you so much
Thank you
to
so
the
much,
team.
sir.
Ayun.
Thank you also to
Ayun.
you for having me tonight. I'm
Mhm.
happy na you reached out. I'm happy na I'm having this kind of exposure, and that's all thanks to
Mhm.
you, Pageant Mag.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank
Ayan.
you, Darren. You deserve
You're
credit.
welcome.
You naman.
Ayan. Thank you so much then. So there you go guys. We still have another episode at or session rather at 8 p.m. So please do join us once again well later. So in 59 minutes.
Sana maulit din tayo, sir.
Sure, absolutely. I'm looking
Sure.
forward to that. All right. So there you go guys. To top 30.
Top 30.
Top 30. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much once again. If you are new to our Facebook page, please do um, like and follow our Facebook page. We are also on Instagram and TikTok. So please do follow us on all those social media platforms. We are also on YouTube. So please do subscribe and click the bell notification for more pageant updates. All right. So just Pageant Mag Philippines or Phils across social media platforms. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a great um,
Bye.
dining. Have a great dinner, rather. So enjoy your dinner and see you later at 8. Bye bye. God bless you
Bye.
all.